Hey, Boundary County, wake up! Do you realize how large of a property tax increase you're about to get hit with? And did you know that on August 30th, you will once again need to vote on the same school bond that was defeated in March of this year? The school bond is for $16.4 million and is slated to be allocated towards several projects. But before we get into the details, let's look at how this will affect property owners in Boundary County. Passage of this bond will further increase your property taxes. See for yourself how much your property taxes will increase by visiting Hometown Idaho PAC for a tutorial on how to use the two tax calculators. When you look at last year's property tax statement, you'll see three charges for the schools: school tort, school bond, and school supplemental. The school tort is the insurance cost. The school bond funded the construction of the high school and was just paid off. The school supplemental is the 2-year, $2.4 million M&O levy county residents usually pass every 2 years to fill in the gaps on expenses and teacher salaries. The school M&O levy is your heftiest property tax charge because it has to be paid off in 2 years, whereas the school bonds are 20-year debts, which spreads the payments out over time. The following is one county resident's tax valuation and how much they paid in school taxes in 2021. The 2021 tax valuation after homeowners exemption was over $243,000, and this resident paid a total of $590 in school taxes. Looking at this citizen's 2021 tax bill and the new 2022 valuation, you'll find the valuation more than doubled, as it is now over $536,000 after homeowners exemption. Given this new valuation, how much more will this resident be charged for school taxes? According to the online estimator found on the Boundary County School District's website, the increase for 2022 will be $281 for a total of $871 in just school taxes. Did you notice how the M&O charge went up $141? This is supposed to be a fixed levy, so why would it increase? What happens when we have more people move into the area? Wouldn't that cause both the bond and the levy numbers to decrease because it would be divided over more property owners? Well, we haven't seen this in the last 2 years, have we? The school superintendent claims others in the county will receive lower tax bills because some went up, but how can that be true since everyone's property valuations significantly increased this year? Back in March, when the school bond was on the ballot, we were told our taxes would be figured at $2.63 for every $1,000 of valuation. So for this citizen, the 2022 school taxes would have been over $1,400. Wow, from $590 in 2021 to over $1,400 in 2022, an $819 increase. However, estimate it using their updated website numbers at $1.63 for every $1,000 of valuation, and we get $873, a $282 increase. To make matters even more confusing, the sample ballot published on the county elections webpage gives us a third number of $83 per $100,000 of taxable assessed value per year. Now, this number is only for the bond. It does not include the M&O or tort taxes. If we use this figure to calculate our citizens' bond payment, we get $444, an increase of $298. If we add in the M&O and tort taxes, the total is over $1,000, an increase of $443. Confused? Well, so are we. These are all the numbers that have been provided by the school district. The bottom line is that any way we calculate it, school taxes will increase substantially for this citizen. Who knows what the actual increase will really be? If this new bond doesn't pass, the previous high school bond has been paid off and this citizen's taxes will be reduced by $146 a year. But keep in mind that due to the increased valuation, property tax as well as all other taxes, such as library, ambulance, solid waste, etc., will increase. The county clerk provided us with numbers to estimate how much we can expect our taxes to rise. Using these figures, our citizen can expect an increase of over $1,100. This includes the cost of the new school bond, should it pass, and is an increase of over 50%. Think this won't affect you if you're not a property owner? It will. When your landlord's property tax increases, you can bet your rent will increase. When businesses have to pay more for their lease, you can bet the price of goods and services will increase. The new property valuations will not be finalized until September, so there is still time to put pressure on our county commissioners to rethink the tax multipliers. All property owners must let the commissioners know that if property taxes increase as much as it appears they will, people will struggle to pay potentially doubled taxes and perhaps lose their homes. This is especially true for those on fixed incomes and retirees. We urge all property owners to attend the commissioners' budget meeting on Tuesday, September 6th. Now that you have an idea of how much this bond will affect your pocketbook in an era of unprecedented inflation and already increasing property taxes, continue watching if you'd like to learn more about the specifics of what the bond will fund. So, what are the plans for bond funds, and does the school district really need a whopping $16.4 million to accomplish its goals? The vast majority of the bond funds would go towards building a new Valley View Elementary School. The next most expensive project is replacing the roof at Mount Hall Elementary. It's no secret that both of these schools are in need of repairs. In fact, Mount Hall is currently having its sewer pipe and plumbing replaced using federal funds obtained through the American Rescue Plan Act, also known as COVID relief money, which is pouring into Boundary County lately. There are very serious problems with the city, county, and school district accepting this federal money, but we'll save that discussion for another time. Valley View has the same problems as Mount Hall in that the sewer pipe and plumbing need to be replaced, as does the roof. Both schools' roofs do not meet state snow load requirements, and in their deteriorating state are causing water to pool in the basement. This issue is more severe at Mount Hall, as the images show. A few years ago, a new gym was built at Valley View as the flat roof on the old gym caved in. The main school building has the same type of roof, as does Mount Hall. So if the roof at Mount Hall can be replaced, why can't the roof at Valley View also be replaced? This would save the taxpayers millions of dollars. Speaking of the gym, $2 million of the new bond has been earmarked to build a second gym at Valley View. Why in the world does a second gym need to be built? In this time of inflation and already increasing property taxes, this part of the project should be eliminated to save the taxpayers money. Unique to Valley View is the issue of the kindergarten being across the street from the main school building, which brings up several safety issues. Kids have to cross the street in all kinds of weather to get to and from the main building for other classes and activities, and staff feels this also leaves the children vulnerable to an active shooter situation. The main school is fenced and classrooms are accessed via interior corridors, so why not move the kindergarten class to one of the nice modular units next to the main school, or just build a new kindergarten there? After all, Valley View owns over 20 acres, so there's plenty of room to add a new building close to the main school. This would alleviate both concerns regarding the safety of the kids and save the taxpayers money. In our tour of Valley View, we noted that the cinder block walls throughout the school look great, as do the modular classrooms that sit on concrete foundations. So again, we ask, if Mount Hall can be repaired, why can't Valley View? If Valley View were to just be repaired and a new kindergarten built, the cost would be millions less. In this time of inflation and already increasing property taxes, shouldn't the school district do everything they can to lower the burden on taxpayers? We think so and urge all Boundary County residents to vote no on August 30th. And keep in mind that if the bond is again defeated this month, the district can put it up for a vote several more times. We are facing a 50+% increase in property taxes. It is imperative that we all attend the upcoming Commissioners' Budget meeting on September 6th and make our voices heard. Mark your calendars and plan to attend the other taxing districts' budget meetings as well. The meeting dates are listed on your tax assessment notice toward the bottom of the page. Before attending these meetings, please do your own research to learn how much your taxes will increase. Lastly, contact the State Finance Committee and remind them that it is the state's constitutional duty to provide for education and repair our schools. Boundary County, please vote August 30th, 2022. The tax increase is in your court. If you appreciate this information, then please consider donating to Hometown Idaho PAC, P.O. Box 1554, Bonners Ferry, Idaho 83805.